Hello, this is Gerald Johan van Maas at the educational channel of demonstrations regarding the theory that says that letters have a meaning. They can be combined, it can be learned what the meaning is from the letters alone. And I had a lot of theory lately, so maybe it's time to have a small exercise. Just consider all the letters as parameters that directs you into a certain direction that it is needed to express the word. So I will take just one word, the letter combinations of B-R-O-A-D or the word broad. So how can we understand what's going on from the letters' positions alone, and how can we combine them, and how does that lead to a meaning that is underlying there? My opinion is it's not just an opinion. I can prove it also, but it is quite it needs some exercise to do so, that the letters themselves are always at the right positions, so that the words also mean what they are intended to mean. And we deal with the letters themselves quite unconsciously, but it works. And when these letter combinations that are used also are correct, it's more easy to remember the words, and it's also more easy to let it work into the whole system of language. And so that's one of the reasons that it's the least resistance, let's say, that when the letter combinations are correct, then it's most easy to get your mind onto them, onto these positions and combinations of positions and directions that are underneath. So let's go to broad. So here I have the resume, let's say, of what's underlying there. So you can have some guiding, helping hand images that can help you to understand the letters themselves. They are not exactly the same, but they are really a good reference point for them. So you have the B here. It's basically, you can look it up into the scheme that I gave you already a couple of times. The B, let's say it is a widening or broadening of the form. It's almost breaking apart and getting more out of the form. That's our first focus. The next focus is the R. And it is about focus. It will be connecting focuses on material and how it grows the material, and that within most of the time a time frame. So because we can use the time frame as a reference, that we know that I will have it sooner or later. I will understand how much there is and so on, and what connections they are. That's the R. That's basically the R described in a couple of sentences. The O is basically actually connecting your environment, because the A keeps you surrounded into your own space. Now it's broadened, this space is broadened, it's broadened to an area where it can grow, so where it can become more, let's say. That's the O. The A, like I said, it's the focus on things. That's where you can find your definitions, you can find your reference points, the real things. That's the A. Next letter is the D, and that's the move from the position of an object towards a different position, a position which also makes your vision about it broadener again. Yeah, so it's have of course also a wider perspective from there. So how shall we combine them? Let's combine already the B and the R. B and the R was easy to combine, so you have it already, and you have this frame already which can be filled in with references, and let's do that. Which are the references? It's the O with the A. Let's start with the O. So we have here the bro, and it's of course with the sound O. It is the bro. It's the full perspective of an environment. So that's the full environment enlarged in there, and there we have to fill it in with the R, of course, because of course we also have to adapt what we have already and then find a way to get it into the system what we have already. So you have the br, the o, and from there the bro has to find itself also as one connection. So I'll try to do that as one connection. The broadening is already going on, and the A is the other real reference point. So now we will add real reference points into our frame. So here they are, very simple, and then I move them. So what do I do? I move these positions, and then again when I had the original bro, which now goes over into the second section, oat. Of course, the broad has to be one word, so I will repeat in the right order once more the sections that I received. That's the method. That's how the method works, and I will have the same br in oat over there. Refocus myself on like this is the frame of reference that is underneath it. That's the frame. So I have to have a clear frame, so where the frame is based upon, and that more or less describes or can be made understood that I'm talking about broad, and what broad means, and where are the reference points, and what the reference points do. I put it onto a frame, and this frame is breaking apart the references on the several sections, and move every focus that I have on A is also moved. So it is so you can understand it also by just analyzing the letters. So you can try to make drawings like this. The drawings, if they're not 100% correct, they are more describing, like they are here now. They are not perfect, so it's not perfect at all, but they can help you to guide you to understand what the letters are doing, which directions they are, and so on. So it would have been easier for me to use the time frame itself, so that you can see the movements, and then you can see, okay, the broad, so it's always moving. I have a frame, and it will move in all sections. It will move and goes towards the sides and breaks apart further. I miss here in this frame, of course, the element of time, although I needed it. The R was about that, so I only had a guiding painting, let's say, that described the things. I hope that was clear enough, but it was just an example of how you can use it even loosely and then understand it. And even if you don't, when you don't draw the things perfectly, you can already understand it by following the process from letter to letter and understand what's going on. And then you know and you realize that each letter and letter combination in a word really directs you into the direction that is intended in it. And that was another demonstration, another exercise, not a perfect result, but it was an exercise that showed you that this whole theory can help you to understand what's going on. So simply because my drawing lacked a bit the last bit of the movement, I couldn't see the movement, I multiplied the movement here a little bit so that you could see and start to see it more clearly. And here the broad perspective becomes visible much more easily, as you can see. And from here, from broad to abroad, with a different small reference point somewhere in between and another movement, similar movement somewhere to somewhere else, is easily added. So here I have a broad. So thanks again for watching. This was Gerald van Waas. There's one website left here, the geraldjohanvanwaas.online. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.